This video shows how to install Ericsson Mini-Link TN microwave radio link indoor units. We will go through the installation step by step from box to working link. For every microwave link, there are parameters that must be decided before the installation. In this case, they are printed in a site installation document. This document contains information for the installation team. For example, the configuration of the indoor unit and where to mount it. Check that you have all the information you need before you start the installation. Also, have the indoor installation instructions manual at hand. For this installation, you will need spanners, screwdrivers, and Torx screwdrivers of different sizes. You will need cutting pliers and a knife. A multimeter can be useful for checking the power supply voltage. You will also need a laptop with the commissioning software Mini-Link Craft and a USB cable to connect to the mini USB port on the equipment. Check the delivered boxes for damage. Then check the packing notes to see that the delivery is complete. Unpack and assemble the indoor unit in a clean and dry location. The indoor unit delivery consists of a Mini-Link TN subrack kit, additional plug-in units, dummy units, and any ordered installation accessories. In this case, we have an AMM6PD subrack kit. It contains the subrack itself, mounting screws and captive nuts, a grounding cable, a power filter unit, a node processor unit, a removable memory module, and a fan unit. The additional plug-in units in this installation are an additional power filter unit and one modem unit. The dummy units will cover the unused subrack slots. For this installation, we have these additional accessories: a 19-inch radio cable panel kit, an optical SFP module, one station radio cable, DC power cables, and a radio cable connector kit. Some parts of the radio cable connector kit are used for the outdoor installation. General installation accessories, such as cable straps, are also included. Make sure you are working in an ESD-protected environment when handling the plug-in units. Cover the workbench with an ESD protective mat connected to the ground. Unpack the subrack and insert the plug-in units. Some units have dedicated slots. Slots number 0 and 1 are assigned for power filter units. Insert one power filter unit into slot 0. Press it firmly into the subrack and fasten it with the attached screws. In this installation, we have two power filter units for DC power redundancy. Insert the other unit into slot 1. Next, insert the fan unit into its dedicated slot. Take the removable memory module and insert it into the node processor unit. The markings will show you how to insert it correctly. Insert the node processor unit in slot 7. This unit is kept in place by a lever. It also has a screw for locking it in place. Check the site installation document to see which slots to use for the additional plug-in units. In this installation, the modem unit shall be inserted into slot number 2. It is also fastened with levers and screws. Next, insert the SFP module. In this installation, we have an optical traffic connection. It is also possible to use an electrical traffic connection. Install the dummy units over the unused slots. Fasten them with screws. The subrack is now ready to be installed. Put it back into the cardboard box. This will protect it during transportation to the installation site. Make sure to bring all things needed to complete the installation to the site. Check the site installation document to know where to mount the subrack and the radio cable panel. Attach the captive nuts. Take care to find the correct place in the rack. Then mount the subrack. Use a Torx screwdriver to tighten the mounting screws. Connect the subrack to the electric ground. Attach the grounding cable either at one of the mounting screws or at the grounding screw at the back of the subrack. Now it's time to prepare the radio cable panel. Attach the N-type adapter connector to the panel. The adapter is included in the radio cable connector kit. Tighten it with a spanner. Mount the radio cable panel with the supplied mounting screws. Connect the included grounding cable to one of the screws. Connect the grounding cables from the subrack and the radio cable panel to the rack's grounding point. In this installation, we have redundant DC power feeds. We have ordered DC cables with connectors already attached. Connect one DC cable to each power filter unit. Fasten the connector with a screwdriver. Connect the DC cables to the -48-volt DC power supply. The black lead is connected to the negative pole and the red lead to the positive pole, which shall be connected to station ground. The recommended fuse rating is 20 ampere. Install the station radio cable to connect the modem unit to the radio cable panel. Meanwhile, the outdoor unit has been installed on the mast. It is connected to the indoor unit by a coaxial cable, the radio cable. Lay the radio cable to the radio cable panel. Strap the cable to the ladder. When tightening the straps, take care that the cable is not damaged. Cut the cable to the correct length. Now we will attach the indoor radio cable connector. The connector and instructions are included in the radio cable connector kit. Here we use a kit with an N-type male connector. Cut off the outer cable jacket to the length specified in the enclosed instruction. Cut off the dielectric and the center conductor. Stretch the shield and twist it to a pointed end. Slide on the screw and the sealing over the jacket and the pressing cone against the jacket. Cut the shield to the specified length and fold it over the pressing cone. Trim the shield around the pressing cone. Cut off the center conductor to the specified length and remove the dielectric flush with the pressing cone. Trim the inner conductor's end. Insert the cable end into the connector body and tighten the screw. Connect the radio cable to the radio cable panel. Tighten it with a spanner. Switch on the DC power. Connect your laptop to the USB interface at the node processor unit. Connect the traffic cable. Here we are using an optical fiber. If your Mini-Link TN is connected to a management LAN, plug the cable into the node processor unit's LAN interface. Launch the commissioning software Mini-Link Craft and log into the unit. Configure radio parameters according to the site installation document. Set the radio frequency, bandwidth, and modulation to the specified values. To prepare for antenna alignment, switch on the transmitter with fixed output power. Use the maximum power given in the site installation document. If the link has adaptive modulation, use the lowest of the specified modulation levels. Now the installation is ready for antenna alignment. The antennas are adjusted to point exactly towards each other. When the antenna alignment is done, set the Mini-Link TNs at both ends of the link to operational mode with the commissioning tool Mini-Link Craft. Then complete any additional tests and configurations. This finishes the installation of the ERICSSON Mini-Link TN indoor equipment.